Let's check back in with Shannon now. This is a big travel week, and we're hoping for some decent for November weather.
Yeah, I think we're going to do okay. As we get into it, you're going to see a couple of twists and turns, and it's actually going to start warming up around here for better or for worse. Kind of a chilly and typical damp November evening. Gets dark so early nowadays, so we've been in the after dark hours now for quite some time this evening. This was the view Jeff Scotland had of what my kids call the singing flowers, the sculpture there right around the Science Center in Seattle Center on your way toward the Space Needle, all lit up tonight and so pretty. If you get close to them, they do make kind of a singing noise, by the way, so that's where the nickname comes from. Showery as we head into Tuesday, just the off and on leftovers from the storm that's coming through right now. That'll set us up for this dry pre-Thanksgiving on Wednesday, and of course that's the biggest holiday travel in general year after year, so it's good that things are quieter on Wednesday of all days. And in typical Thanksgiving fashion, we are going to end up with a wet and breezy Thursday night around here, but it is getting warmer, so it might not impact past travel too terribly compared to how it could have. And this is the view over SeaTac again. We've been watching the arrivals and the departures there, 11 o'clock at night and all backed up, so a lot of people, it looks like, coming into town or flying out of town for the holiday. 44 degrees, just cloudy, calm conditions right now at the airport, so weather-wise it's not too bad for flying in at the moment. A look at the satellite and radar picture. Well, the first round of precipitation already came through, and you can see how that's jumped into eastern Washington. Look at the snow falling. That's kind of fun and festive here on the lee side of the Cascades back into the Yakima Valley, turning into some mixed precipitation there, the pink shade that you see as it passes by Wenatchee and then on its way into the Columbia Basin. So we just have a little bit of light rain falling around here tonight, mostly dry in the metro area, but some lingering showers hanging on for our Monday evening in the foothills of Snohomish and Skagit counties. There's a lot more waiting, though, out over the Pacific. Look at all of that rain falling right near the ocean beaches, and when you see the bright yellows and the oranges, of course, that's the heavier precipitation, and it's lining up right where you'd expect it to be. This is the rainforest. There's Lake Quinault right about there, so that's where the Hoh Rainforest and the Hall of Mosses is located and staying nice and mossy tonight with that rain continuing to fall. 40s in the lowlands. We're at 34 at Snoqualmie Pass, as we spoke about a few minutes ago. Just some very cold rain there falling and no restrictions whatsoever tonight on I-90. Weathermaker, as we head into the next 48 hours, we're going to push this disturbance out of the way, and here comes a ridge of high pressure. That is that dry break that we need for Wednesday there right before Thanksgiving, so a pretty decent day for doing some traveling then. Overnight tonight, rain and showers at times, typical temperatures right on either side of 40, so cool but not too cold. And then scattered showers and sun breaks tomorrow afternoon, really starting to dry the deeper we get into our Tuesday. So if you're heading out tomorrow afternoon, looks a little bit less damp than what we'll see in the morning, including in Port Angeles and around Lummi and Lopez Islands. We'll end up in the upper 40s around El Waco and about 46 tomorrow with showers at times for Aberdeen. Eastern Washington, showers and sun breaks, some of which will include some wet snow, especially north of I-90 and back towards Spokane and the Palouse. Now, the Cascades themselves, the toughest pass travel will be tomorrow morning. Snow level for a couple of hours does hang out around 3,000 feet. Of course, that's roughly where Snoqualmie Pass lies, so we might end up with a few inches on the ground there tomorrow morning. Plows should be able to take care of that and clean it up pretty quickly. And again, we're lucking out in that Wednesday, that big holiday travel day before Thanksgiving. Does look nice and dry. In the grand tradition of Thanksgiving Thursdays around here, this particular one, as usual, looks wet and breezy. But Mary and Preston, look at the temperature trend here. We head well up into the 50s starting Friday and into that post-Thanksgiving holiday weekend. If we're in the mid-50s down below, we're going to end up in the mid-40s up over the passes. So for better or for worse, looking wet rather than white. Good for holiday travel. Preston, I know you're not happy. That's not going to be good for the ski resorts as we start warming up.
Eventually snow's going to fall, and eventually we'll be on that mountain, but maybe just not this weekend.
Not quite yet.
Thank you.
You bet.